to have a follow-up about chasing.
Oh, approval instead of authenticity. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me more about that, because I know authenticity is almost a buzzword, but it's also real. I mean, I think I love that workplace professionals are starting to think more and more seriously about authenticity in the workplace. So, what does it mean to chase authenticity rather than approval, or approval rather than authenticity to you?
One of the things I used to coach younger managers on in my corporate days, maybe more than other, if anything else, first of all, would be to stop the comparing to other people.
Uh,
It's absolute toxic to the 10th degree. The only comparison that matters is to who you were yesterday and whether or not you're becoming a better version of yourself.
mm,
Second, close second would be people that were found themselves chasing approval. The reason they would draw happiness is when their boss would approve of them and show
mm,
them that, oh yes, okay, you are now in the inner circle. I really like you, and who you are. And what happens is in that journey of trying to get approval, it's an insatiable beast. What gets you approval will change over time. You're always feeding that beast until at one point you start to become a version of someone that you're not. You start to change who you are in the pursuit of that insatiable beast called approval. On the other side, though, if you instead focus on authenticity, staying true to yourself, being realistic about what's required to succeed in your environment, what's important to your boss, without being ridiculous about it, without losing sight of who you are, stay true to what makes you happy, how you come across, what is important to you in your life, stay authentic, and then you can kind of put approval in its own lane. More often than not, you'll get approval from others because you're being true to yourself. That's what I mean by that statement.
oh, I love that. Well, and people can sniff out inauthenticity in a
Oh, yes.
heartbeat. So if you're chasing approval, it's almost harder to get it because people don't approve of approval chasing. So
That's
I mean,
right.
they like it when you want to do what they want you to do. But I also think it was interesting. You said, it's good to know what your boss wants within reason. Don't be ridiculous about it. But yeah, I can kind of understand what my chair's goals are, and I can still get to those goals,
Right.
assuming that I find these goals worthy. Otherwise maybe I'm not working in the right spot. But assuming I'm aligned with, okay, this is a worthy goal, I can get there a million different ways. I need the path I need to choose needs to be the one that's most authentic to me, that is most Brenda.
And that's a pretty good Brenda to chase.